Hi, babe. Welcome back to Tea Uncut. I'm escorting my friend to Afipo Street in my one. We want to get containers. So, people that make and sell things, that package them in plastic containers, there is a place you can get those things for wholesale quantity and price. So, we are starting off our journey at the Slaughter roundabout. So we are going to go down Transwoji Road. I was trying to find the name of one of these roundabouts and I noticed from Google Map that there is a Jumia office around just straight ahead, actually very close, and a Glow office. I have never seen them visually, noticed it visually while passing here. Although the Transamadi post office is just behind where you can see those white keke bus. That's what we call those tiny buses in Port Harcourt, keke bus. So around here, I think. And then the Eliza Day Toyota company is around here. Kofo Motors, is it Kofo or Koto? You're going to see it on the right hand side. Just several places like that. Anyways, so to get to this place, you're going to pass Ordinance roundabout, Mothercat roundabout. That roundabout is in Bogu roundabout. I think that I am not sure that's what it is called. Then we get to Garrison flyover. On this day when we are going there, I actually slowed the video down a little bit so you would see, but when we turned back to continue seeing what was happening, I forgot to turn you people's eyes also, so the camera wasn't facing the situation. So we just saw these people jump into somebody's car. That car is like a Hilux or a Tundra. I don't know what it is. You see the car. The car is red. I slowed the video. So at first they were looking like those tax force people, right? So they stopped the car, but they said coming out from another car and heading towards the guy, and people were like towards the owner of that car. Traffic started passing, but the person was still there. So we started arguing. At first we thought it was like tax force, but the guys were not looking like tax force. So I was not telling my friend that wow, this is how they could just assassinate somebody in public and everybody is just passing, like assuming it's those wicked tax force. And my friend was like, no. Another of my friend was like, no, that cannot happen in Port Harcourt. So we were three. Two of us were looking at her like, you have not heard things like that happening, where people will be robbed in broad daylight. I'm not talking ill of the state, but this is something that we've heard that has happened in the afternoon, and everybody will pick race. It's not like something that happens every time, but I've heard about it. And that was what that situation was looking like. That person was being harassed. Unfortunately, Seth, I don't know how come his car door was open. So one of the passenger side of the front seat was open. So someone jumped into the car, and I guess that was why he couldn't move. And others were just surrounding his they just surrounded his cars. Um I don't know why we felt it was like an assassination. We didn't see any harm, but it was just scary. We couldn't stop to watch because we were directly under Garrison flyover and the traffic was moving and people were looking ready to run or not run, that kind of thing. We're not white people that will stay and look, but it's just unfortunate that somebody can be in trouble and people will just be around you and feel helpless to help. Is this Ordinance or Mother Cat? I think this is Mother Cat. So we have several banks from here heading forward. This is Mother Cat. We have really have the GTBI bank with that I can say off heart, but there are several banks on the right hand side, and on the left hand side there's this junction. The first junction you will see, the first turn you will see on the left hand side, that is the road towards where you have the rivers. No, is it Rivers Tax? What's this tax company? Like FIRS for River State. When I needed to get my tax identification number, I didn't know that they had moved from their previous location that was somewhere closer to OGRA, Avenue GRA, OGRA, and they moved to this place, and I didn't know that. But that was like a while ago, so by now many people might have known that their new office is around here. Is it Rivers Rift Taff? No, what? River State Tax something something something. Yeah, it's around here. So, and we are talking about that guy. Anyways, we didn't know what happened, and we didn't know who those people were. So going over to my one gist, I was leading the way, and I led the way until we got there because I went there. There was a time I was looking for spray bottles in Port Harcourt. You know those fancy spray bottles. If you have natural hair, if you do anything with hair, you might know that there is spray bottle and there is spray bottle. So the type I usually see on Amazon, I was looking for it in Port Harcourt. I went to the main places where they sell plastic. I didn't see it. I didn't see it online. I think I saw one on Jumia that I shipped from abroad, but the price was ridiculous. So they kept directing me from my one market down into that place. That street is called Afipo Street. So those shops, what they do, you will see lots of plastics in their shop, but those plastics that you're seeing are samples. Can you imagine? You'll see plenty, but those ones you're seeing are samples. So if you pick one, they will go into their warehouse and count how many you need for you and bring it out. It was just interesting to see the number of people, all those organic soap and pink lips, organic soap business, pink lips business, all those cosmetics, makeup, whatever it is, they wash mosquito, all those people that make any business that they need to package. This is where they go to get their containers. And it was nice. We saw what we wanted, not everything. And that was where I got my spray bottles from that looked fairly nice. It wasn't still like those ones that spray like mist. Not the ones that within they keep mosquito well. That was what I was looking for. I got one that was in between and I just packed it. I packed it because I saw it. I have that problem if I am looking for something and it's hard to get. When I get it, I buy extra because I just have this anxiety that I might run out and need more of it, and it will stress me again to get it. So I just get it like a mad person. That's how I end up getting plenty random things in my house. When it's padlock, you see plenty padlocks. When it's makeup, you see plenty extra makeup. Bedsheet, plenty extra bed sheets. Jotters, plenty extra jotters. When I jam pen used to annoy the hell out of me because they like to get lost. When I buy it in like packets and then it disappears again. That is how others live their lives. We've got into that car. If you don't look very well, you will not see it. So this is Garrison Flyover. I slowed down the video. I'm not trying to tell people things like this happen every time in Port Harcourt, but once in a while they do happen. Not just in Port Harcourt, I think they happen everywhere. And maybe someone went to the bank and they will track him, follow him up and collect it or something like that. Look at the red car. That is the red car. At this point, there was nobody. Can you see the first guy walking up? He was looking like tax force. Unfortunately, this person did not lock his car door. Why will you be driving around without locking your car door? Unless you sef na jagaban. This second one that ran towards the car wasn't looking scary. But all of a sudden, we start seeing people from the other side too. See how these people are looking. Everybody is looking like, should I run? Should I stay? What is going on? Unfortunately, as you can see, the traffic is moving and this madam did not turn back the camera so that people will see, but I was just watching and being like, move, traffic, move, let's go, move, let's go, move, let's go. It's just sad though. You just pray that you not be in that kind of predicament where you need help in public and people will feel helpless to help you, maybe because the assailants are armed, or you're just in a time when Kai, it's sad. God I beg. God I beg. Did you watch that comedy of what was that Emanuela's people's what's his name? That Emanuela's comedy team. The guy was like, what do you want to ask God? What's your prayer? He was like, God, I beg. Is that your prayer point? Yes, God, I beg. That's your prayer for the year. God, I beg. Like, God, I beg. God, I beg. Eh? God, I beg. Like, you can't even express. So many things are involved that you're just praying to God, I beg. Like, make you know, I beg, make you know reach here. I beg, make this thing no happen. I beg, let it, God, I beg. That was it, though. This kind of situation is like, God, I beg. You're not in a country where, God, I beg. God, I beg. God. So we are going to head over to my one. My friend was telling me that this my one road confuses her, and it confuses me too. It's like there are two roads you can go to my one from. There's the front road and there's the back road. This one, if you keep going, it will lead you to Spa. The other one, if you keep going, it will lead you to the roundabout, to that flyover that you still go into Spa. But if you're coming from like education side and you're coming from garrison side, wait. When you're coming from education, okay. When you're coming from UTC, University of that school, if you're coming from that school, that tertiary institution, you will not pass garrison. And then if you're coming from the other side, you pass garrison. Some people get confused because it's like two straight roads, and then my one market is in between both of them. So if you're not careful, you go lost somehow and just turn around. Especially this my friend said she got lost on that flyover. I don't want to laugh because this is somebody that knows what. And she was like that she then turned down and she saw herself in one deserted place. Guys, you people know that side that the police station is under the flyover in my one. That time they were bombing police stations, like, sorry, not bombing. That time they were attacking police stations randomly. Most police stations in the country now made like barricades where you cannot drive very close to their entrance, and it happened around the one on that around this flyover. It happened. So I don't know, somehow were they building the road and close that place started becoming lonely. If you pass, like, if you're going. So she said I am sure maybe she thought she was in the front or at the back, and then she found out she was on the opposite side. She was trying to turn. I think she was coming from the education side, thinking she was coming from garrison side. So she wanted to turn into the right road, and then she found herself, if you turn under this flyover, that was where she followed. So if you're coming from the opposite lane and you go down and under, that was where she found herself. And she was like that she just found herself in this deserted place. She started praying, oh God, she was scared. It was so funny to me. It was very funny because all you need to do is just keep turn, and you even see a police checkpoint in front and just keep turning. But that place looks very sketchy. If you're coming from this place that is very crowded, and then just in seconds you're in that very lonely, quiet place. But if you just keep driving, you still get to the vibrant, occupied place. So I was laughing at her because I know, say, all of us know Sabi Road. It was so funny. I was like, just here, just this backyard. You mean just under this fly, just this small road here, and I eat a fear. It was very funny. Anyways, this Afipo, we are going to Afipo Lane, right? Yeah. I was looking for the name of that place. It's when because of making videos like this, that I am now sensitive and get angry at people that don't put signboard, or that put signboard and don't put the name of, like, maybe when you put cheese media house, instead of putting like my one Port Harcourt, they'll now skip the my one Port Harcourt and put just like Chi Media House, and then you'll be like, why is this signboard useless? You need it to identify where you are, and all the signboards are just missing that vital information, because I don't think there is a regulation or a standard. You know how they taught people how to write formal letter in secondary school? Why did they teach people how to write formal signboard so that everybody can just put the name of where you are, so that if you're lost or you're making videos like this, you can easily tell people. I would like literally slow down the video because I don't know the names of these places and I visited and I need to tell people where it is. I would slow down the video and be looking at signboard and signboard and signboard, trying to figure out where the hell the place is. And I cannot say, because they'll write Key Media and forget to put my one Port Harcourt, or they'll miss my one and not put Port Harcourt. Who cares that the place is in Port Harcourt? We already know it's in Port Harcourt. Unless you were kidnapped and your eye was blindfolded and they just opened your eye, you don't know what state you are. But apart from that, we all know this is Port Harcourt. I was looking for the name of this church to use it as a landmark on Google Map. I did not see that. I had to start zooming on Google Map looking for. There are bodies of water around this my one area that I am not familiar with, because on the map I was just seeing like big river, big body of water that are just coming very close to this side. I was like, where is this place? Where is all this place? There is a water side close to this place that I don't know about that. I don't know about, but I know I know some of you might. Someone commented on my video that I must be new to Port Harcourt. How come I don't know the civic center that she used to play there when she was little? I was like, wait, so that place has been existing for years and years and years before. Me na JJC. I just dey tell you as I dey see am. Telling you the word from my eyes. So this place, we saw some small flower shops. Those people that sell artificial flowers around here. I was surprised because there was a time we were looking for them, but on the left hand side, there's a road on the left hand side. That's where they are. This place is Afipo Street, and the shop we are going to stop at is just in front of the shop. I think I filmed. Did I show people the inside? I cannot remember. Oh yeah, I think I did. You see, Sha, and you cannot tell those shops like from the outside. They just look like small shops because their warehouse is behind. And see, what you don't know, you don't know. What you no know, you no know. Wetin you no know, you just no know. See, now I'm understanding how information is power. The fact that you know something and where to get it easily, there is a huge difference for somebody that don't know. Someone can just come here, pick these things, and go back and sell it. In short, open another store sef. You can go into the town and open a store, and just this will be your supplier, and you be gbole nozu because person no know the way around. But we are almost there. Are we almost there? Wait, we passed and we had to park and turn and come back. So we've passed the shop. We are going to turn, but we were close. We are close. So just around this side. I think there are other stores, but these particular people are like the biggest one because they were directing me from my one to this particular people. And don't worry, we'll park right in front of the shop. It doesn't look like what it sells that you need information to know about. So if you're doing a business and you usually just buy a few of those containers, if you like to buy in a wholesale, that's the shop though. That's the shop. This is where you come to Afipo. Don't let somebody to be boiling ozu on your head. Come and buy it from here. The next video we are going to drive out from here. We have another errand to run in one place that has town hall. The name has town hall. And so we lost inside that place again. Yeah, these are the samples. These are the samples. I didn't even show you very well. But there are so many things. All those oil perfume people now, yeah. Bye bye.